is your First Alert 5 weather with Sam Schreier.
Well, hey everybody, I thought let's start the weather off with something pretty to look at. A couple good photos over the last couple days. One of them from Lars Lieber Photography, that nice little hue over Garden of the Gods from a sunset. I think this was about 2 nights ago, 1 night ago, something like that. Looks beautiful every night, doesn't matter which one. Now, Steve sent this one in this afternoon. It was from a sunset yesterday at the Sangre de Cristos by WESTCLIFFE. I thought that was gorgeous. Kind of loved the rays that came off the sun as it got in between some cloud cover there. We had Jennifer just sent me this a little bit ago on Twitter. This was from the day, obviously, but in the Sangre de Cristos off the ranch and all those big bales of hay. Waiting for some horses a little bit later. And finally, Jim sent this in, a dying thunderstorm from the other night, and not bad in Colorado City. Just obviously a little south of Pueblo on the interstate. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on, everybody. A couple clouds out there. Our camera can kind of see through the night sky a little bit easier, so Pikes Peak's out. Mostly clear skies, and temp is still coming on back. It's in the upper 60s at the moment. In Pueblo, night a little darker over the Steel City, 70 degrees for that temperature. Just a bit of a wind out of the east, around 5 miles per hour. And let's talk about what's going on. And we touched on this at the beginning of the newscast. It's going to be nice and calm for the overnight hours, but then the wind starts up. And calm means these temps will keep falling on down. But that wind is coming as the jet stream intensifies and starts to dip to the Pacific Northwest. This is going to bring cooler air out of Canada, kind of right down the coast, but that wind already starting to kind of creep in. You got to remember the jet stream is way up in the atmosphere, but those winds will sometimes tumble on down, and we start to see that just a little bit. Also, you know that crisp, dry feel we had today? Well, we're going to keep pulling pretty dry air out of the desert Southwest, so that non-humid feel, keep that going for the next few days. Now, in our forecast winds, that to me was kind of the biggest thing happening tomorrow. It's not even super windy. It's just kind of the only other interesting thing going on, because otherwise it's just sunny. It's in the 70s and 80s. That's not bad. As we get to the wind gusts, so the strongest part of the wind, you'll start to notice it at lunchtime, probably especially in some of those southern mountains, coming off to the plains in the interstate, really just after lunch. So here's a slice at 2 o'clock. Wind gusts are between about 15 to 25 miles per hour, probably a little stronger in the mid-afternoon, so by 4 o'clock, 20 to 30 mile per hour winds. You see that from Springs to Pueblo, a couple of those gusts are there out to the plains, and maybe just a little stronger at the end of the day over some of the plains, but this might actually be due to dying thunderstorms. Because what we're also thinking is not at lunchtime, but in the afternoon between 2 to 5 o'clock right here, a couple isolated thunderstorms could develop in the far eastern plains. Keep in mind, we have a lot of dry air, so not a lot of this is going to make it down. Just going to put gusty winds, probably more than any rain. And you see a little green on the map. There's going to be a couple scattered showers in the deeper mountains outside of our area, but overall we're doing okay. I'd mention this, dry air, clear skies at night, that allows for some chilly temperatures. So for the interstate and the plains, this isn't bad. But those mountain valleys, WESTCLIFFE, Alamosa, the deeper mountain valleys, that's going to get the 30s. And you know what you want for fall colors in those mountain passes? You want cold nights. So this is good. Cold nights make the leaves pop their color. Over the next couple days, just in the mid-80s for Colorado Springs. It's not going to be too bad. I do think that we're going to see temperatures slip back into the 70s on Thursday and Friday. And, you know, we're going to be a little breezy tomorrow. Probably going to keep that wind into the forecast through Thursday. So we'll definitely see nice and breezy skies. And then, you know, nothing for rain, at least for a little while. Pueblo, 90s, a couple 80s there for Thursday and Friday. I think it looks great going into the weekend, then just a little warmer as we go from Saturday, Sunday to Monday. Canyon City, not bad here. And you're kind of sheltered away from some of the wind, but it'll be breezy off and on for the next few days. Great on Friday. And then finally, Woodland Park. You know, we're going to get some cool nights, Woodland Park, but we're